Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I said I'd pop on tonight and have a chat with you just in regards to our former manager, Ange Postecoglou, has been sacked from Tottenham Hotspur. Just after 2 years at the club, he's had to guide them to Europa League triumph in Bilbao, guaranteeing them Champions League football next season. Yes, they were absolutely shocking in the Premier League this season, finishing 17th, and over 101 games as Tottenham manager, Ange has been sacked. Daniel Levy, yet again. Absolutely shocking decisions from Daniel Levy. He gets the big names in world football, like of Conte, Mourinho, Pochettino. Can't do a job, can't bring success. But Big Ange comes into the club and he said to the media, which he was crucified by the media time and time again on a weekly basis, he's going to win something in his second season. Mark his words. And he done it. And he done it. 16 days later, he gets the sack from Tottenham. I don't know if it's just a case that Daniel Levy is difficult to deal with, or is it a case that Spurs think they're bigger than they are. Tottenham are a big club. They have a phenomenal stadium. They have a good set of fans. But I'm telling you one thing, out straight right now, Ange wasn't happy down there to the level he was happy at Celtic. From his first season at Celtic, coming in, signing players like Kyogo, Giakoumakis, Jurvanovic, Rio Atate, Daisy Maeda, Jota, Matt O'Reilly, players that wanted to play, Alistair Johnston and Joe Hart as well. Spurs are just an absolute joke at times. They just can't be patient. They need to understand that they don't have a dressing rooms of proper winners that are going to take on a Premier League title. They don't have a title challenge team. And now they beat Manchester United in the final. They're into the Europa League, and you lose your job for winning the Europa League, even first bit of silverware, European silverware in 40 years. Daniel Levy should be ashamed himself. Should be ashamed himself. Ange left Celtic 2 years ago. A lot of fans were angry, pissed off. Felt like there was another season left on Ange to go forward into Europe, and he wasn't guaranteed that he would get the promises he wanted from Dermot Desmond and from the board, because Ange brought us a treble, he brought us a double, he brought us Ange Ball, he brought us some phenomenal moments. We loved having him up in Glasgow. We loved wearing the jumper, the big raincoat, the fist in the air, his little song, Ange Postecoglou. We loved him up here, we actually did, and a lot of us were cheering him on in the Europa League final because we wanted to see him bring success. The amount of criticism he took, and you could see that he lost a bit of weight over the couple of months that he was under stress, and he's 59 years of age. It's time for him to take a step back from football for about 6 months, get himself together and get a crack on. He'll get another job soon enough. It could be a case, would he ever come back to Celtic? The whole situation with Brendan Rodgers, he's one season left in his contract. Some people would like to see him back at Celtic. If Brendan was going at the end of next season, I'd take Ange back. I know it sounds crazy, people say don't go back. Well, we've gone back in the past with Neil Lennon when we won trebles. I think Ange knows the club inside out, and I'd love to see him back at Celtic one day. I really would. I think he's unfinished business at Celtic. I'm not saying that saying about every manager that leaves the club. Lenny came back and done the business, even though that bad season, how it ended, before that he'd done the business. And then Brendan came back and made a point to Celtic fans as well. But it's up to the club if they're going to give Brendan a new deal. He's in his final 12 months, and Brendan came out and said at Tannadice, that he's 200% that he's going to be here this season coming forward. Give him the money, give him the resources. If not, start planning for a new manager after his contract. But I have a bit of sympathy for Ange today. It's a job at the end of the day, and no one wants to be sacked on a Friday. He'll get back into a job soon enough. I just have a sneaky feeling someone like Leeds or something like that will go for Ange in time to come. So do subscribe to the channel. I'll speak to you all soon. Hell.